What's up, guys? Sam and Michael here from ShishaReviews.net, bringing you Starbuzz Tangerine for our next flavor review.
Yeah, we just bought this flavor from a smoke shop that we always go to in Sunnyvale. We actually bought it from one of those prepackaged tins from Starbuzz, and for once we actually thought it would fit into a deep Maya bowl
But it didn't, yeah, but it didn't really do
So
it.
be careful when you actually buy the prepackaged flavors, just because they actually might not fit into your bowl, so you're just gonna have to empty it out and then throw it into your bowl.
Yeah.
But it's still worth it, $3 just to try out a flavor.
It's pretty much a bowl for $3. So.
Yeah, so, and for Starbuzz, that's better than paying $12 for a 100-gram tin and stuff like that. So here's our review of Tangerine Dream by Starbuzz.
All right.
First hit.
Here we go. We've been already smoking this for about 10 minutes just to get this thing started. Got 3 coals going.
So it tastes really orangey, tangerine, just how you'd expect. It's a really basic flavor, nothing special like we usually smoke, but it's a good flavor for what it is. If you want just a straight fruit, I'd say it's good. We don't know how cloudy it is right now yet, just 'cause it's starting, but the flavor is good. It's nothing that will disappoint you, but it's not something that'll impress you unless this is one of your first time smoking hookahs, and this is pretty much what you'd expect before you actually ever try hookah. So
yeah, I'm definitely
I'm
getting the definitely more of that citrus sort of tangerine flavor. I think I imagine a dream to be cloudy, and when I mean dream, I mean like sort of a creamy cloudy thing, and I feel it's like almost like tangerines and cream type flavor, but more heavy on the citrus tangerine essence. And yeah, it's pretty good cloudy, and like we said, it's one of those flavors that if you're an experienced hookah smoker, you won't really
be that impressed with
yeah,
it.
it's nothing special. But if you're someone who, let's say you never smoked hookah before, we had our own preconceived notions of what's it gonna taste like, what's it gonna be like, stuff like that. This is what it would be like.
Yeah, and for the tangerine flavor of it, it actually tastes really good. Mm-hmm. It's exactly what you'd expect. It's not some generic juicy flavor citrus. It's actually pretty good.
It's exactly what you would expect from what the label says it is. So for someone who never smoked before, they'll think this is the greatest flavor of all time for their first time, which is good if you've never smoked before. It's a great way to get you started.
Yeah, and the cloudiness, it's coming in. I don't know if you guys can really see in the video, so sorry about that, but it's coming in, and we'll see how the buzz is actually also kicking in. So
yeah, a little bit.
So we'll let you guys know how it is in a couple of minutes. But so far, the taste is good, and it's pretty smooth. It's actually really smooth.
It's really smooth.
By the way, it might be because we're using a Heba diffuser in our hookah, which actually is awesome. That's why you can't really hear the bubbling sounds. Mm-hmm. And we'll do a review on that later. But it's a really smooth flavor right now, and it tastes good. So we'll get back to you with the smokiness of it and the buzz. So
all right, see you guys in 2 seconds.
Alright, so we've been smoking this flavor for a couple of minutes now. The buzz is kicking in, which is a pretty nice buzz. We'll talk about that in a bit. Right now, it's getting, not that harsh in terms of syrupy harshness, but you can really taste the, sweetness of this flavor. So we'll get back to you about, let's see, if it passes with tonic, this always kicks in at, 15 to 20 minutes.
You'll always get that syrupiness and then goes away. But this is just sort of getting there, but it hasn't gotten to harshness.
So right now, the cloudiness is pretty much there. We were here's what it looks like right now.
Check this out. We let it start up. It's definitely starting now. I think it's pretty cloudy. Oh yeah, that's nice.
It's not the cloudiest compared to some flavors that we smoke. Yeah. But it's pretty cloudy. So Sam,
yeah, it's like in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that they're thin clouds, but they're not really the thickest you'd expect. What Blue Mist, the $1 million flavor that we smoked, the clouds are fat, really fat.
They were cloudy clouds, you know what I mean? For all you experienced smokers, you know what we're talking about. So this one is for me, it's in the middle. So we sort of going back on this is a flavor for a first time smoker for them to really enjoy, and what a nice flavor would be like. So it has that amount of cloudiness that for that kind of person, they would think this is really cloudy until they've gone to something, really top notch.
And even now, it's getting thicker, as we're recording this. So
And been very clean this whole time too.
Yeah, it's
Very
a really clean. It's
Very fresh.
perfect to introduce someone to hookah to.
Absolutely.
And that's where the buzz comes in. We were talking about it as we were smoking in the back. We were just thinking how it's like it builds up. Like if you want a light buzz, you can get it from this. But also if you want a strong buzz, just take a few more hits and you'll get that too.
We were discussing how if you're like an experienced smoker and you're bringing your buddy who never smoked before and you want to introduce him and you use this flavor, for that person who never smoked, it's not gonna be really super strong buzz, so they get turned away. But then again, for you, if you just keep your session going longer, you as an experienced and smoker used to a buzz will eventually get that buzz, so you can enjoy it too.
Yeah. So as you can tell, it's getting thicker by like every hit, and maybe it's just because it's finally starting up to the point that we like, and it's not just the coals burning it so fast, but it's there. And I could also say that the syrupiness is going away as well. Like, what would you say?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's getting really like
I'm not even tasting the syrupiness at all.
yeah. So this flavor is I'm really enjoying it. It's really basic. It's not really something.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Really
It's a very
us, but
top.
it's really good.
It's a very top-notch basic flavor. So that's why we're saying it's very good for someone who's just starting.
Yeah. So, and then the flavor's still there. Like we said, it's not that syrupy and that sweet, but you could still taste it in every hit, which is really nice. If you like citrus flavor, I'd definitely recommend checking out flavors. So
Tangerine Dream by Starbuzz.
yeah, I'll give it a 8.5. Just because it's not something that's really impressive, but for basic flavor, it's really good. It's got a great buzz. It's smooth. It's cloudy. It's really cloudy. Just because it's not something really complicated, that's why I'll give it an 8.5. How about you?
Yeah, I think I'll give it an 8, just because it's too basic. I don't want to say I'm leaving the 8.5s and above for something more top notch, but I'm giving this an 8 just for its basicness.
Yeah, and an 8 is a solid flavor from us, so definitely check it out. Starbuzz's Tangerine Dream. So pick it up if you want just like a basic flavor. Lately, I've been craving a lot of just basic flavors like strawberry and stuff. Our next review is going to be coconut as well, so it's not like something that we've been reviewing
fancy
lately, like $1 million flavor.
Yeah, like that's like top notch, special, fancy flavors. We're going a little bit basic now. Get a little bit more rounding, our review's more rounded.
Yeah, so 8.5 averages out to 8.25 from us.
Yeah,
and that's good. So
8.25.
check it out. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.
I will die for the rest of the best of life.